Gopal, Gopal, Radhe Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Gopal, Gopal. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrin Karane, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Muda Jahihi Dhanagama Trishna, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manasi Vikrishna, Yallabhase Nija Karmopatam, Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam, Nari Stana Bharanabhidesham, Drishtva Maga Moha Vesham, Etan Mansavasadi Vikaram, Manasi Vichintaya Varam Varam, Nalini Dalagata Jalamati Taralam, Vajjivitamatisaya Chapalam, Vidhi Vyadya Vimanasgrastam, Lokam Shokahatam Cha Samastam, Yavat Vittopajana Saktaha, Tavan Nija Parivaro Raktaha, Pascha Jivati Jarjara Dehe, Vartam Kopina Prichati Gehe, Yavat Pavanoni Vasiti Dehe, Tavat Prichati Kushalam Gehe, Gatavati Vayo Deha Paye, Varya Bhibhyati Tasmin Kaye, Balastavat Krida Saktaha, Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha, Vriddhastavat Chinta Saktaha, Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha, Kate Kanta Kaste Putraha, Samsaro Yavativa Vichitraha, Kasya Tvam Kaha Kuta Ayataha, Tattvam Chintaya Tadiha Prataha, Satsangatve Nissangatvam, Nissangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve Jivan Mukti. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. So the next verse I'm taking is the 11th verse. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. I'm only taking selected verses. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam.
Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam.
Harati nimeshat kala sarvam.
Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Harati nimeshat kala sarvam.
Maya mayamidam akhilam hitva.
Maya mayamidam akhilam hitva. Maya mayamidam akhilam hitva.
Brahma padam tvam pravisha videtva.
Brahma padam padam tvam pravisha videtva Brahma padam tvam pravisha videtva
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. So, as I said, we don't have much time, so I've taken some selected verses. Otherwise, the ideas, many of the ideas are repeated. Here also, at the beginning, there is a repetition of an idea which we have seen, which is pride. So here he's talking about garvam. Garvam is pride. But what is this pride? So it's in pride in different aspects of one's life. Here he says, Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam. So three things he talks about. Do not entertain pride regarding what? Dhanam, wealth. Wealth gives a lot of pride as well, garvam. Because you have a lot of people at disposal. Money can buy things. We know money in this world has purchasing power. Money gives power. Wealth gives pride. It goes along with it. People you can control with wealth. So here Adi Shankaracharya is saying this, this dhana also, this garvam is false pride. Because any moment the wealth can be taken away. Then where are the people whom you commanded? They will also go away. When wealth leaves you, people also leave you. Because people are not really interested in you, let's be frank. People are interested in what you can give them. Especially wealthy people. People will come to you when you have a lot of power and money. But when that goes, who will be around? So this is what he's saying there. Don't have false pride over wealth. Or don't have false pride over jana also. Jana means all these people are around me. Even my family members, I'm proud to be the father of this son. I'm proud to be the father of this daughter. I'm proud to be the mother. All this type of, again, we have recognized over the past verses that Bhagavan is constantly exhorting us to reduce our abhimana, our pride in things. Because how do I reduce it? The only way to see everything is given. I am not in charge of so many things in my life. Things are given. Wealth is also given. It is Bhagavan's grace. I was just for entertainment, but watching just a documentary about India's billionaires. So, when you see the background like Dhirubhai Ambani, where he has come from a 2-bedroom apartment in Mumbai to this 27-story. But hard work and blessing, because a lot of people come up like that. A lot of people are entrepreneurs. A lot of people do the same thing as he has done. I was looking, there's no difference. What extra has he got? That is Bhagavan's grace. His prarabdha has blessed his business to grow above other people's business who are doing the same thing, who are putting in same effort. So where can we have pride in what we have done? We cannot. It is Bhagavan's grace. Whatever manifests for us, along with our efforts, it's grace that makes for, I'm talking about any success we see in the world. Of course, you can command anyone at will with money and power that you have. And this jana also, pride over, I have this contact, I have that contact. Some people have pride over who they have in their contact list, right? So all this is false pride. While you're in a position of power, where you're in a position where you can help, do good for them, they will keep you in their respect. Otherwise, it will go. So these are two things he says. And then he says the third one, yauvanam, which is youth. Youth also have pride. You see, at 20, whatever, they will, if you're walking and an old man is, stumbling with the walking stick, we see teenagers laughing, kids laughing and everything like that because it looks funny, right? But one day you are going to be like that as well. So here he's saying, don't be proud of your youth. Everybody's body is going to become like that one day. Even the stages of life are temporary. So all of these things, we never know when it's going to go, how it's going to go. So again, he's reminding us that things are going to go. Your youth also is going to go. So ma kuru garvam. Don't entertain pride based on these factors of wealth, of how many people you're with, and what stage of life if you're very youthful. Because if you place your security in all these insecure things, what will happen? Definitely your consequence will be sorrowful. Because if one of those things go, you will also be dejected, depressed, disappointed, hurt. All of this is the consequence. So Adi Shankaracharya, again he's saying, insulate yourself now. Start right now with Govinda, Bhaja Govindam. Start now by looking at what is permanent in life and prepare for the inevitable. What is the inevitable? That eventually everything will be lost. There's a story that Alexander the Great, who conquered so many countries in this world, when he was on his deathbed, he told his people, bury me with my hands open with nothing. Why? He wanted to show whatever I have gained in this lifetime, nothing is going with me in future. He wanted people to see that. So he asked to be buried like that. So nothing is going to go with us. Why? He says here, Kalaha harati. Time robs away everything. There is a saying in Sanskrit, Kalo jagat bhakshataha. Time devours this world. Time is the greatest devourer because nimishat sarvam harati. Harati nimeshat kala sarvam. So nimeshat harati sarvam. In one moment, all that you put your security in can be taken away. We have seen this, in life. Especially, I was thinking about the 2004 tsunami. You're just imagine, you're just sitting on the beach, bathing, sunbathing. Suddenly you see this water coming, huge wave. Who would expect you're having a nice holiday in Thailand somewhere? Some natural disaster like that, earthquakes, tsunamis, who knows what can happen at any moment. I'm not in control of these factors. And nimeshat harati sarvam, everything is just gone in a second. It just can go like that. So he's reminding again, don't feel secure. The moment you start feeling secure in the world, start to feel insecure. It is not a depressing thing, but you have to see, the moment the mind starts feeling secure, you have to remember these verses and say, it is not so secure, anything. So that will prepare you, right? It is a preparation as well. Objects also can disappear. Objects that we can also be, not just people and, we're attached to also objects in our life, a car, my phone, the TV, so many things we have. Robbery, some burglar can come any moment and take everything, right? Jewelry, somebody's family heirlooms, I know. Somebody from Chennai, whole family heirlooms within one, they say it's an inside job, but whatever it is, all of it gone, they could never retrieve. Hundreds of years old of jewelry passed down in generation after generation, gone. Gone in a short, nimishat, he says there, nimishat, it's gone. So, nimeshat, sorry. So, maya, mayam idam, akilam hitva. Maya, so akilam, mayam, ayam iti, matva hitva, which means what? Mayam, ayam, these are all, everything you are facing in life is nothing but product of maya. What is maya? Maya is not illusion. Because you're dealing with these objects, you're dealing with people, they're not an illusion for you. But Maya, actually, it takes a long time. We're not taking hours to unfold here, but whole class you need to unfold Maya. Maya means dependently real. They have no substance on their own. You take anything, as we saw a few classes back, quantum physics is also coming to that conclusion. Nothing is as solid as you think. Your attraction is to what? You only see the name and form and function. But if your drishti changes to atoms, will you be attracted to the same thing? No, it is a bundle of atoms put together in a certain form. So this Maya makes the world, the impossible possible. It makes the one appear as many. All, the Upanishads talk about the appearance of the world, the superimposition of the world on the one reality, the one vastu. So here, these things that I'm so drawn to, so attached to, so clinging to, these things, he says, are like a dream. What happens in the dream? When I'm in the dream, I think it's real, right? But when I wake up from the dream, what happens to the dream objects? In the dream, I have so many experiences. But when I wake up in the morning, what happens to the dream? It is negated as false. There are no objects actually. It is a false projection. In the same way, this waking state is also considered a long drawn out dream. This waking state is also considered a long drawn out dream. And Maya means that we are dependent. All of these things are dependent on something else. So when these things go, do you disappear? You still are here. But you are still dependent on these things. Some people think, if this goes in my life, I will not be able to survive. This is where we have to examine our attachments. That is intense attachment to false reality. Intense attachment to false reality will always give pain and sorrow. It's a fact of life. So we call this retreat facts of life. I'm giving you bitter facts of life. Attachment to ephemeral, time-bound, transient. In Sanskrit it is called anitya. Anything born in time will go in time. And it will last for a certain length and then it will go. So Yama is called Kala Haraha. He is the one who steals away. He is the one who is counting down. So when we're born, they say the sands of time are turned. The hourglass, they turn the hourglass, the sands are also running out. So the last grain of sand when it goes, what happens? Yama says, come, you're mine now. I'm waiting for you. So this is what Kala is. So he says, Hitva, give up all the false notions, give up this attachment to people, to things, to objects by vichara, by inquiry into what their reality is. And giving up, you should not feel a void, you should not feel emptiness, you should not feel lonely. So that's why he says, Brahma Padam Tvam Pravisha Viditva. May you enter the highest abode, which is Brahma Padam. May you discover what is entry into Brahman. We know Upanishads say you are already that. Tat Tvam Asi. You can't enter into that. Some spiritual literature, you read, merging into Bhagavan, merging into Brahman. How can you merge into something you already are? It is an as-though merging. It is an as-though entry. So we saw two types of gains when we were doing Purushartha Vichara. So one gain is in space and time. Something away from you and you have to, do something to gain it. But what is the second type of gain? Second type of gain is something which is already with you. And it is as though away from you, and the gap is ignorance. So here he uses the word viditva. Knowing Brahman is gaining Brahman. Knowing Brahman is reaching Brahman. Knowing Brahman is entering Brahman. And this is, what is entering Brahman? From where, there is again a mantra in the Upanishad. Yat gatva nanivartant. No, this is in Gita. Yat gatva nanivartante. This Yat gatva nanivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Bhagavan says, Krishna says, after having gone there, there is no coming back. So once you discover yourself as Brahman, there is no returning back. Meaning you can never get fooled by the magic again. This whole world is magic. Maya is the one, the Shakti. The magician's Shakti is Maya. The magician's power is Maya. He is there behind this. We say the veil of Maya, right? The veil means Avarana Shakti. It is as though that ignorance is that veil. Who is there behind the veil? It's the magician. He knows all the tricks. But we are trapped by the magic and we don't want to know the magician. If you know the magician, you will not be affected by the magic, right? So, Brahmapadam means I know the magician. Then Maya can no longer affect me. I cannot go up and down with what happens in the world. It cannot bother me. So this very, I thought I'll take this verse. Next verse I'm taking is 13. So I'm skipping 12. So this is also the first thing is that first part we have already seen, but there are some points, important. I picked verses where there's some important points for you to understand. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta.
Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta.
Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta.
Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta.
Trijagati sajjana sangati reka.
Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka.
Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka.
Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka. Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka.
Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. So the first part is ideas we have seen. Kate kanta. Again, repetition. There's no such thing as repetition in our shastra. It is called reiteration, reinforcement. So when certain ideas keep reappearing, the acharyas are trying to reinforce those particular ideas. So he's asking, who is your wife? Now we know your wife could have been your daughter. Your wife may have not been related to you in the past. Similarly, wife stands for all relationships. Who is your son? Who is your husband? In this life alone, you're related in that way. What about previous lives? You may not have even known each other. What about the next life? You may not even know each other. Amazing, right? There could be somebody else's relation. So, we are all related actually. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Whole world is related. Atma is the one thread that holds all human beings together. So that is the vision here. So he says, don't reduce your attachment by understanding this. Don't think that people belong to you and you belong to others, because they have belonged to other people before and they will belong to other people in future as well. Who knows? Dhana gata chinta. Now, chinta means we saw worry. So you have vriddhaha. When you're old, you have chinta. And you have, throughout your life also, you have chinta. How do you have chinta? Usually it is to do with dhana. Dhana gata, which means anxiety centered around finances. Anxiety centered around money. And if you have a lot of money, you have anxiety. If you have less money, you have anxiety. The shoes, actually the best way to live life is for the shoes to fit perfectly. When your shoes fit perfectly, if the shoes are too big, you cannot walk. If they're too small, you cannot walk. The shoes should be perfect. So enough to survive is all we need. So if you have a lot of money, then you're worried about what? How to keep it, how to store it, how to retain it. You don't want to lose it, right? But always something or other comes and you cannot be the top of the world rich list all the time, right? So there's always, again, some issues there. And then if you have too little money, then you're always worried about how will I pay off my mortgage, how will I pay off my loans, how will I pay off this, how will I foot the bill today. Now cost of living has gone up. A lot of people have that chinta in UK because cost of living has gone way up. Inflation rises, costs, and then things that you thought you could afford, you cannot afford anymore. So things have to be cut down. So this is called chinta. So all one's life is on this dhana gata chinta, too much, too little, and worrying about relationships, then where is the time for spiritual pursuit? Where is the time for imbibing spiritual knowledge? So he says Vatula. These people are Vatula, which means a person who cannot focus properly. Vatula, Vayu, all of this comes. So a person who is distracted here and there. And person who is not stable. So Vatula is somebody who is always, going around with what is happening externally. Tava niyanta nasti kim. So he's asking a question here. Do you not have a ruler for yourself? Do you not have a guide for yourself? Is there no Ishvara for you? Why do you worry about all these things? He's asking the question, Tava niyanta nasti kim? Is there no guide here for you? Is there no Ishvara for you? Niyati means order. Niyanta means the one who presides over the order. For us, the order of the universe, the various orders, are all Ishvara for us. So we are not separated from science. In fact, science is examining all the orders in the universe. Niyanta means he is the one who is keeping everything in order. If he is one keeping everything in order, will he not keep your life in order? He cannot be that unintelligent to keep everything else in order and avoid your life. He is also keeping your life in order. Adi Shankaracharya is saying, see that. Bhagavan has promised, Yoga ananyas chintayanto mam ye janav paryupasate tesham nitya bhyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. He will protect you. He said, if you leave your life to me, if you focus on me in your life, I will take care of all your needs. And I will also help you gain what you want to gain. Yoga kshema. I will take care of you, basically. So here he's saying, the order will take care. Order we can call by any name. Ishvara, Bhagavan, Krishna, Vishnu, Jesus, any name. We can Allah, all of these are names for one order. So any name you can take, but that there is one order and that will take care. Infallible is Ishvara. So for us, infallible is Ishvara. Infallible in English means what? Can never fail. Whatever is there is coming to you is as per the order, cannot go wrong. And where is this order? We saw that he pervades me. He pervades every individual in the form of various orders. These laws also pervade the whole universe. He is in the universe, all pervasive. In the Veda, the unfoldment of Ishvara is what? Ishvara is unfolded as the nimitta karanam. Ishvara is unfolded as the upadana karanam. So Ishvara is the material cause. Ishvara is the it's a bit distracting for me. Yeah. Ishvara is the intelligent cause. Ishvara is the material cause for this universe. If he is the material cause, he is all pervasive. He pervades this whole jagat. So here we understand, he says this question, Kim tava nasti niyanta. There is a ruler for all of us, there's a ruler for everybody, and that material cause is non-separate from you. It is in and through you, and you are also within that material cause. Trijagati eka nauka bhavati. In the three worlds, Trijagati, three worlds, there's a bhuhu, bhuvaha, suvaha. In the three worlds, there is only one boat that helps you cross, which is interesting. Even in those worlds, there's only one boat that helps you cross this Bhavarnava Tarane. Bhavarnava is the ocean of samsara. Bhava means becoming. So ocean of becoming. What is that boat that helps you cross this ocean of becoming, samsara ocean? Sajjana Sangatihi. Take to the refuge of people connected to Ishvara. Take to the refuge of people interested in spiritual pursuit. Take refuge of the Sajjana, the saints, the sons. All of these. Why? because they will transform you, they will change you, they will make you see Ishvara is the one reality, the only important reality in life. Everything else is, again, by nature of coming and going. So very beautiful verse, especially this part to understand there is a niyanta to everybody's life, an order to everybody's life. So the next verse I've taken is 18. So you have to go through some more. 18. Suramandir tarumula nivasaha.
Suramandir tarumula nivasaha. Suramandir tarumula nivasaha.
Shayya bhutalamajinam vasaha.
Shayya bhutalamajinam vasaha. Shayya bhutalamajinam vasaha.
Sarva parigraha bhogatyagaha.
Sarva parigraha bhogatyagaha. Sarva parigraha bhogatyagaha.
Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha.
Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha.
Suramandira tarumula nivasaha. Shayya bhutalamajinam vasaha. Sarva parigraha bhogatyagaha. Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. So now there's a topic change. We haven't seen this topic, so I thought, it's a very nice thing. So in some of the verses here, the sadhu is discussed. Who is a sadhu? So the derivation of sadhus, para karyam apnoti iti sadhuhu. The person who helps with other people's work, who does things for others, is actually a sadhu. Here, the real sadhu is what? Sura mandira taroho mule. He is nivasaha. Where is his residence? So again, it's praise of the sadhu, means he doesn't have to live in these places, but because of his intense dispassion towards the world, he is very happy. Where? Suramandira. He is happy in a temple compound. He is a person who lives, whether inside, outside temple. He likes to be with devotees. He likes to hear the bell ringing in the morning. He likes to hear Ishvara's praises, all the stotram shlokas. So he enjoys. And what taroho mule, or under the shade of a tree. He doesn't mind sleeping under the shade of the tree. He has made his home there. Shayya bhutalam. The earth is his bed. He doesn't have any bedding. Earth, he's happy to just sleep on the floor. Earth is his bed. And folded hands are his pillows. So he doesn't have any fluffy, duck pillows, nothing, duck feather pillows. Even though people keep giving, here sadhus are very lucky because they keep getting blankets and this, all the bandaras they attend. So they have a lot of bedding and all of that. But there are people maybe who live in this way. Who knows, doing tapas in the, jungle there. Many people can be like this. And the idea here is what? The praise. He is not really interested in anything of the world. He is very happy to spend his life living in this way because vairagya has dawned. So for him, this relative vairagya, he may not be a self-discovered person yet, but he is not interested in things of the world. We know that, after some time, if you do some inquiry, see the doshas, the limitations of what the world can give, then you're not interested in things of the world. It is not like jihasa vairagya. Jihasa vairagya is out of disgust. The world has been a cause of disappointment for me. My wife has nagged me all, I've run off from home. He's not that type of sadhu, vairagya. Because jihasa vairagya can also come. You're fed up with the world, you're fed up with your family life, and nobody is listening to you at the home. So bye-bye, I'm going to take sannyas. I'm going to go. That type of vairagya, because you're carrying the people, Swami Dayananda used to say, you're carrying all those people already in your mind. Yeah. Mind is heavy with those people. Wherever you go, whether you go to the temple compound or you go to a 5-star hotel to escape, you're still carrying all the burden of the people. So jihasa vairagya, out of disgust to leave the world, never works, because you will eventually go back. It is not real. So the vairagya that he has is jijñāsa vairagya. Jijñāsa means that he has seen through the limitations of what life can give. We saw the limitations, we saw some of the limitations of the life of becoming karma, doing things for karma phalam. When I do things for karma phalam, Ramana Maharishi says, Kriti mahoda dau patana karanam. You fall into this ocean of kriti, doing, result, always in life. And then you die off doing result. You still die off with some desires. And then what happens next janma? You're born with those desires to fulfill. Because you think by doing you will become full, by doing you will become complete. And what have we realized now? By doing we are never becoming full. By doing, we're never becoming complete. We are not discovering meaning of satisfaction that we thought we will discover by achievement, by constant acquisition. We saw that as well, by acquiring, by retaining, by avoiding, by getting rid of. The 4 types of activities you can put all your actions under. We have not been able to discover happiness, completeness fully. Maybe we've had a little glimpse of it. That's why we keep doing again. But the full and complete happiness has evaded us. So here, for this person, he has recognized that iPhone 15 is not going to bring me happiness. He has recognized that nothing in the world, he doesn't even have a mobile. He is happy by himself. He's happy with himself. And he has ajinam. He has this like ajinam is a skin, like an animal skin that he wears. He wears this ajinam. And sarva parigraha bhoga tyagaha. Even the kama, bhoga means enjoyment. He has no inclination to enjoy anything of the world. If things come to him, he is ready. If things don't come to him, he is ready. So, there are 2 types of sadhus that are discussed also in the shastra. There is the ajagara vritti type of sadhu, and there is the madhukara vritti type of sadhu. So this one that Adi Shankaracharya is discussing is the ajagara vritti sadhu. He is just happy with himself in the temple. What does ajagara vritti mean? It means python thought, python vritti. What does a python do? It sits mouth open, whatever comes he takes. If it doesn't come, there's nothing. Food, Swamiji used to say at least 3 days you may go without food, but definitely you will get food on the 3rd day. The law is like that. If you sit in one place, it will come to you through something through someone as well. So I think 3 days he said. So ajagara vritti means you just sit in one place, whatever comes to you, you're happy with. Then you have the madhukara vritti sadhu who are like the bees. They're like the honey seekers. What do they go? Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi. From home to home, they go seeking, asking for food. Nothing wrong with that. That is also a renunciate lifestyle. So it depends on the nature, the prakriti of the person. Some sadhus may go for bhiksha here and there to get. Other sadhus may just sit and take whatever comes to them. But this man, or lady, sarva parigraha bhoga tyagaha means that every desire, every security, everything external world has been renounced. Real renunciation. Self-knowledge may not be there still, but to get this type of vairagya is not easy. He has achieved this at least to get this type of dispassion. And is he unhappy with the dispassion? No. Adi Shankaracharya says, Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. For whom does such vairagya, viraga not make happiness? So he's using it. For whom does it not make happiness? Meaning, what he's saying in the negative way, which means this vairagya will make you totally happy. You're free. You know, you don't have a home. You don't have a residence. You don't have to worry about maintenance charges. You don't have to worry about electricity bills. You don't have to worry about so many issues that come along with possession of properties and having also family members. You know, he doesn't have to worry about children's education. So many things he doesn't worry about because he is content with what he has. So this is a very beautiful verse to show the vairagya of a sadhu, a person who has taken to renunciate life. In fact, it's real renunciation. Whether he's sleeping in a, this is an example of a sadhu Adi Shankara has given, but you can also enjoy. He will say later on as well, the wise person can be in the thick and thin of enjoyments and still be free. So it is not that he avoids, it's that he's happy the way he is here. The next verse also we'll take, which is again connected to this person. Yogarato va bhogarato va.
Yogarato va bhogarato va. Yogarato va bhogarato va.
Sangarato va sangavihinaha.
Sangarato va sangavihinaha. Sangarato va sangavihinaha.
Yasya brahmani ramate chittam.
Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam.
Nandati nandati nandatyeva.
Nandati nandati nandatyeva. Nandati nandati nandatyeva.
Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Nandati nandati nandatyeva. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. So now maybe the person in the previous verse, in this verse he has discovered himself as what? The source of all ananda, the source of limitlessness, the source of all joy. And what does he do? He revels in himself. Revels in himself means he doesn't need an external source for his joy. So here the person, because he has discovered that he is one with Brahman, he has discovered himself to be that limitless. Brahman and Atma are one and the same thing. This limitlessness that is consciousness, what more fullness can he have? That's why we chant Purnamadav, Purnamidam, Purnat. If you add fullness to fullness, what is there? Fullness. If you minus fullness from fullness, fullness. Always, you can't take away anything from fullness because it is fullness, right? Always remains the same. So here he has discovered himself as fullness, and he abides in that vision. His mind is always on the Brahman, the vision. And Nandati, Nandati, he is repeating it. Nandati means he rejoices in himself. Nandati, 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 Eva. He alone keeps rejoicing in himself because he has discovered the whole Jagat is what? We saw, it is Mithya, Maya, it is dependently real. It has no substance, it has no subsistence without that one Satyam, one truth, which is consciousness. How can this dependent reality bother the one? Cannot bother the one who sees through everything, right? So for him, whole life is a joke. everything becomes a joke. Everything is, although he will play the role, somebody says, oh, my husband passed away the other day. He wants to say, ha ha ha, it's all mithya. No, he will play the role. He will play the role in the vyavahara. He will follow the rules. But inside what? He's unaffected. He's playing the role. So that is the key here. So it is like, discovering the wave. There's a very good example. Wave, before discovery that it is water, how does the wave feel? I'm a tiny, weeny, small wave. Look at the ocean, it's so huge. And then it turns around and looks at other waves. Oh my God, a big one rising next to it. Then it feels even more small, even more insignificant. Then some other wave is overtaking it, a faster wave. One side bigger wave, one side faster wave. What does the wave do? It compares to all the waves. So wave, that smallness, inadequacy, before that human being, the fundamental problem was there, even for this sadhu. But what does he discover? Suddenly a guru wave comes along, and the guru wave teaches this tiny little wave. What does he say? Tat tvam asi. You are not the wave. Water tvam asi. Jalam tvam asi. You are not this small tiny wave. You are suffering with the limitations of this name and form called wave. But look at your reality. So the wave looks and sees what? The wave sees, I am water. Suddenly in that discovery, where are other waves? Where is even ocean? Ocean is like Ishvara. Even Ishvara is seen as what? Ishvara is seen as non-separate from me in reality. The name and form differs, but the intrinsic separation is not there, which it saw. And it looks at other waves also, and what does it see? Hey, the big wave next to me is also water. This wave that's going very fast in front of me is also water. What am I worried about? I pervade all the waves. I, as water, pervade all the ocean as well. In that discovery, where is there any unhappiness? It is a discovery that there is only one, which is water. So wave is water. In Vedanta, the equation is what? Wave is water, but water is much more than wave. So that wave, you can enjoy playing the role of wave, right? A jnani like this jnani, he will enjoy playing whatever prarabdha is going to. Prarabdha means the karma he has to exhaust in one particular life. It doesn't suddenly go. So your sanchita, the karmic account on discovery, that is negated. There's no more karma there. But whatever the body, mind, senses has to go through in one particular life, the jnani also will have to go through. But now he's facing his karma as how? A free person inside. The ajnani faces the karma how? Not with freedom inside, always going up and down with the results. So ajnani will go up and down with the results because as an ignorant person, I'm attached to the results. But as a wise person, I recognize that results cannot disturb my fullness. All the prarabdha belongs to what? The wave. The wave is breaking on the shore, like the wave is going to go. If the wave thinks it's a wave, it thinks it's going to die. Right? So when this knowledge is there, water, is it ever born? Water is never born. Water never dies. Water is always there. Waves come, rise in water, they break on the shore, and then they merge back into the water. Same way, jivas, as though born with the body-mind sense complex, and they live out their lives for a length, the wave going to the shore, then the shore comes closer and closer into the picture, then what? Wave starts panicking, oh my God, I'm going to go. But the reality is, before that time comes, if your vision sifts to the water, then what? Where is fear? Enjoy. I'm water anyway. I can enjoy playing the wave role. Yeah. So here, this man, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, his mind, in the wake of knowledge, his mind revels in Brahman. It is always with the Vastu. Even with eyes open, he sees Brahman. Eyes closed, he sees Brahman. There's no deficiency for him in any any area because he is free from the attachment, free from the identification with the upadhi, which is his body, mind, senses. His body, mind, senses are also negated as mithya, maya, false, not me. Body, mind and senses, he knows, is like a role he's playing in this jagat, and he is free from that. So, he says here, yoga rataha nandati, bhoga rataha nandati, sangha rataha nandati, sangha vihinaha nandati. The common verb in all of those is what? Nandati. He revels. Revels in what? Yoga rataha. So, if he has to have an active life, if his prarabdha pushes him into, some loka sangrahartham activities, if his prarabdha pushes him into the limelight and he has to work in the world, he's still nandati, he still revels in himself. Or if he, yoga can also mean ashtanga yoga, if he's any kind of yoga. If you're involved in karma yoga, ashtanga yoga, if he's in those places, he's still nandati. And bhoga rataha nandati. So bhoga means enjoyment. If he's in the world, he's in a music concert, he's not going to, close his eyes saying, no, I have to be with Brahman, I have to be. No, he enjoys whatever. Some people may, Puja Swamiji was like that. Really, people who know him, especially, sometimes when you hear, in India maybe more restrictive, but in US, some of the stories you hear, he used to go to drive-thrus, have some, he loved root beer, things like that. We hear stories, because he's so free, he can enjoy everything. That is called bhoga rataha nandati. If it's there, you enjoy. You don't avoid anything. Because what is there to avoid if everything is Ishvara, right? When I think of, the moment I think this is material, this is spiritual, then I'm in trouble. You're already making the world into duality. This is dichotomy. Whole idea is to get out of duality, right? So everything, beautiful word actually. I thought it's a very important word. Adi Shankaracharya brings in from those days. Bhogarataha means he may even enjoy dance. He can enjoy food. He can enjoy any pleasures that normal people enjoy. But what is the difference? He doesn't want repeat pleasure again. Problem is we get addicted to certain pleasure. I have that one jalebi and I love that pleasure. What do I want? Second. Hey, come, Mangal, I want second jalebi. So I get attached to the jalebis. I get attached to the pleasures. But such a person, wherever he is, if his prarabdha takes him to a music concert, he enjoys it. Prarabdha takes him to a restaurant, he enjoys it. There is no resistance to life, no resistance to enjoyment. So he enjoys the world as it is. Because the world cannot be a source of pain and a source of unhappiness to him anymore. It cannot invoke the displeased him. Because Nandati. He's always Nandati, right? So very beautiful. Eyes closed, eyes open. And Sangha Rataha va Sangha Vihinaha Nandati. Sangha Rataha means if there are 100 million people around him, he's Nandati. He doesn't run off. No, time for my jungle time. I can't. He's happy in the midst of many, many people. He's very happy. And Sangha Vihinaha, if those people suddenly say, oh, we don't want to be with you anymore, what will normally, you're boring. You're just, you're not doing much. You're just sitting talking about Brahman and Ishvara. We don't want to be with you. So what if they reject him? If they leave him, if he's Sangha Vihinaha, nobody around, Nandati, that's knowledge. He's happy, he doesn't care. People are there, he's happy. People are not there, he's happy. So, sitting in a cave in solitude, he's equally happy as being with a lot of people. Why? Because his security is not dependent on others. His estimation of himself, normal people, ignorant people, if people leave you, what will you feel? Oh, what did I do wrong? I'm not good enough. I feel rejected. The feeling of rejection starts coming, right? I don't feel good about myself. Why don't they like me? Then all this, feeling of smallness triggered by that. And when a lot of people are around, feeling of elation. Wow, I'm popular. Everybody loves me. Everybody wants to be with me. Same people go, then that comes. That shows what? That shows ignorance. So here, when people are not there, he is fullness. So nothing can disturb that fullness. Yet gatva nani vartante. Once you recognize that fullness, you cannot come back. Bhagavan says, once recognition takes place, you cannot come back. So he doesn't have any more emotional attachments to anything in this world. And saha nandati. Saha nandati, he is happy with himself. With himself in all situations, all circumstances, he is happy with himself. So this type of dispassion that we have seen in the past two verses is a qualification to be gained by sadhakas. Spiritual aspirants is a qualification to be gained. For a jnani, for a wise person, for such a sadhu, it is a natural quality that he has. So it's lakshana, lakshanani of a jnani. This is a natural thing. He doesn't have to practice it. For a ignorant person, one has to make attempts, practice through vichara. We saw that. It is the buddhi that has to kick in to show, for you to see the limitations of what world, the securities and pleasures of the world. So I think we will leave that here and then we'll carry on the rest of the class in Vashishta Guha. Not in the Guha. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om